I'm going to get as much for my money as I can here today. So I'm going to avoid the cheaper cuts.
It's actually good, but also not hot.
Okay, it's lukewarm. It's just overdone. Like, yeah, it's not cutting like a filet mignon, right?
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced it is actually filet, because mine is really kind of more medallions put in together. It's just beer and wine here.
I hate to say it, but I think you might be right. Welcome everybody, welcome back to Bridging the Pond.
Hey!
So the last few trips that you've been on with us has been the other side of the pond, back in England and in Europe, around Italy with our friends. Well, now we're back stateside, back in Florida, and we've sold our Orlando house and we've now moved over into Pinellas County, which is in the Gulf Coast of Florida, while we wait for the beach house to be finished. Now, if you're like me, you love meat. It's my favorite thing to do. Leslie's more of a salad girl, but I like the meat. And if you're in Florida and you like meat, the chances are you've probably been to one of these Brazilian steakhouses, such as Texas de Brazil or Fogo de Chao. They're the two big ones. Well, we have not got one of those really close to us here in Pinellas County. Closest one's in Tampa, so it's a little bit of a drive.
About 45 minutes.
So the next best thing, we've gone on the hunt and we found a local Brazilian steakhouse about 10 minutes away from where we're staying. So we're here today to give it a try.
So we've just ordered drinks, and we're going to start out with the caipirinha, a traditional drink that's based of lime and sugar and rum, although here it's beer and wine only. So it's one of those wine concoctions to make like a drink. And they also have it in passion fruit, which sounds amazing, but they're out of the passion fruit tonight. And then the sangria also sounds fabulous. And their wine selection, I'm actually really impressed with. They have Portuguese, Argentinian, Italian, American, Brazilian, and Chilean wines, which if you like wines, South American wines, I think are some of the best wines in the world. My go-to, if I don't know what a wine is, if there's an Argentinian Malbec on the menu, you know it's gonna be good.
So what about the other drinks, such as if you want a vodka or something, you can't get anything like that at all?
Like I said at the beginning, it's just beer and wine here. So it's a beer and wine liquor license.
So I guess that's a downside compared to Texas de Brazil or Fogo de Chão.
It depends on what you like to order. We actually don't usually drink when we're at restaurants like this because the food is so rich that adding alcohol onto it just seems like a bit extra. But we are tonight, so we'll cheers you in a minute.
Well, the drinks have arrived, so cheers, babe.
Cheers.
They look delicious, and the lime smells so limey.
Wow, that's really good. And you really can't tell that it's not rum.
I was going to say that. You cannot tell that is not liquor in there. It's made of...
I would swear that was the traditional rum.
Wow, this is
good. They did a good job.
If ever you come here, you've got to try this.
I'll tell you what, I think these drinks are way better than anything I've had in Fogo de Chão or Texas de Brazil.
I hate to say it, but I think you might be right. So if you've ever been to a Brazilian steakhouse, Texas de Brazil and Fogo de Chão, they have a little sticker that you turn over so it's red if you want to stop eating, green if you want to start eating. They go a little bit different here. They've got a set of miniature dumbbells. So we have it on the red if we're full, which we're nowhere near yet because we haven't started. And then of course, it's going to stay that way up for quite a while for me. And then they just keep bringing selections of meat around to your table. Now, looking at the menu, a couple of things differ between Texas de Brazil and Fogo de Chão and here. The big one for me, being British, I love lamb. Lamb is not on the menu here, but they do have some very, very good cuts of steak. They also do the chicken and sausage and ribs, so some cheaper cuts. For me, being the typical Brit, I'm going to get as much for my money as I can here today. So I'm going to avoid the cheaper cuts of meat, and I'm going to be sticking with the steak. But before we do that, they do have what they call a salad bar. Now, again, if you've been to Fogo de Chão or Texas de Brazil, that's one of their signature areas. It's massive with a huge selection. Here, it's quite dramatically cut down, and we'll talk about the price towards the end, but that may reflect why the price is what it is. But we're going to go over and give it a go, and you tell us what you think.
That looks delicious, doesn't it?
That's the money shot right there.
The meat. And then you have over here, you have soups, side dishes, wide assortment of sides. Rices, beans, some meats here too. That's beef stroganoff, meatballs, plantains. Looks like some sweet potatoes.
The olives look amazing.
The olives do look really good. And this eggplant salad looks fantastic too. And the mushrooms. We'll have some spicy pineapple over there.
Ooh, that might be nice with the steak.
Pasta.
Oh, and some cheese to go on the steak too.
And cheeses. And then we have our fresh vegetables over here. And I'll tell you, one of my favorite things are these dressings, like that parsley garlic sauce and a nice kind of salsa here. And then my favorite, chimichurri for the steaks.
So whereas normally I would absolutely fill my plate at a buffet, obviously I'm trying to save myself for the main event and I don't want to eat too much of the lower priced items. So all I've gone for is they've actually got some Bombay potato. I think they're Bombay potatoes, and they got the onions and all sorts of spices with them. That looks very nice. I've gone for the eggplant salad that Leslie pointed out. I've gone for the spicy pineapple because I think that's going to be a really nice accompaniment to the meat. Some cheeses to put on the meat, which I love. The beetroot, which is so fresh and vibrant. Some olives. They've got chicharrone up there too, which is cold, so I'm not sure how that's going to be.
Pork, for those who might not know.
Yeah. And some of the sauces and some feta cheese. So let me just give this chicharrone a try first, and then the potato, and then I'm going to show you what Leslie's got because it looks really interesting. But first thing, the chicharrone is really tough. Okay, it's lukewarm, but it's actually really flavorful. If that had come out hot, that would have been a winner. Let's try the potato. It actually is a Bombay potato. Not quite as spicy as they do in the Indian, but it's good. This here, I'm really excited for. So this is a spicy pineapple. It looks like it's got flakes of chilies on it, but it looks really juicy. That really packs a punch, and that is going to go lovely with the steak. The olives. The olives are just olives. That's good. The beetroot looks so vibrant. That's really, really good beetroot. Now the server just brought us over. This is their homemade spicy hot sauce. We told her we liked spicy sauce. And as you know, we usually put chili flakes on everything. So I'm just going to give this a little try on the rest of the chicharrone and see how spicy it is. We're usually underwhelmed when people say their own spicy sauce, so we'll try it. Wow. So it's very vinegary, but it definitely packs a punch. That's a good heat. Leslie, you need to try that.
All right, so my plate's a little bit different than Dell's. We did both get the eggplant salad because that looked amazing. I love plantanos, ripe plantanos, so that's maduros. They look amazing.
What are maduros?
Ripe plantains.
Okay.
So, see, they look
Bananas,
good.
basically.
No, they're not bananas. They are in the same family of fruit, but they are not. They're much starchier, and so don't even get me going. And they're really good. I grew up on these. They're delicious.
Are they warm, like the chicharrone or?
No, not really.
Okay.
But it's fine. I also got the pineapple, and I got a piece of the pork, and I got the soup, which I put a little bit of feta in.
What soup is it?
I have no idea. They didn't have a label. It might be mushroom. It's actually good, but also not hot.
So
It's kind of lukewarm.
So
that
far,
seems to be the running thing. But where I really leaned in were the sauces, and these are for the meat. So I got the chimichurri, I got the salsa, and I got a garlic parsley sauce that looks amazing to me. So I'm excited to put those on the meat.
And talking of meat, I think it's time for the main event. What do you think?
Well, I need to do my appetizers, but then yes.
Let's do it. Ah, there you go.
That's my favorite.
So, which one is this?
Sirloin steak. Top
Sirloin, yes, please. Can I have 2 pieces of that?
rare, medium?
Medium rare. Look at this. Okay, I've got to show that to the cameras. That is perfectly cooked.
That looks
Yeah,
amazing.
thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Wonderful.
We wrap for heaven?
Yep. You want one
Oh,
more?
thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. That is my absolute favorite.
All right.
Look at the
Thank
fat
you
cap
so
on that.
much. Thank
Wow.
you. Yes, that looks amazing. So this is the picanha cut of meat, which is not common in American or British meat cuts, really. But it is the signature Brazilian cut of meat for rodizios, and it is fantastic.
And I also, just before we turned the camera on then, they came along with their Brazilian sausages. And for anybody who's ever had a Brazilian sausage, they're very dense, like very, very dense. There's nothing like an English banger or an American breakfast sausage. It's pure meat compressed into a sausage shape. But I'm going to dive in. I'm going to give this a go. Let's try the picanha first. First thing is, it is perfectly medium rare cooked, and it's got an amazing fat cap around the edge. So I've got to say, this place cannot compete with Texas Brazil or Fogo de Chao on the salad. However, the meat is first class. Let me give that sausage a quick try. Don't know if you can see how dense that is. The reason I've got to limit myself from eating too many of those, they are delicious, but they are the cheaper cut, obviously, but they are so dense, like so dense. You wouldn't eat too many of those and have room for the proper steak. So I'm going to call it a day on the sausages. I'm going to keep eating the meat now.
So I love the picanha cut, and the way they do it in rodizio is phenomenal. But I also really enjoy topping it with the chimichurri. It's just a really fragrant, fresh, green sauce.
Perfect. And there's actually some more meats coming too.
Can't wait.
Oh, it looks like ribs now. Oh. Trying. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
They look great. Thank you so much. I don't know if it's supposed to be finger food, but it is now. That's really tender. The same amazing salt and pepper seasoning on the outside. But it's got such a barbecued, charcoal grilled taste to it. That is magnificent. Again, it's a cheaper cut, so I'm not going to eat too much of it, but that's really good. Oh yeah, I'll try one slice of that. Thank you. Ah, so it's really tender. Thank you so much.
May I also have a piece, please? Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much. So I don't know if the camera's picking this up. There's literally juices flowing in this. This looks really good. Again, it's a cheaper cut, which I said I wasn't going to do, but they keep bringing this stuff around and I can't say no.
You did just say no to 2 chicken offerings.
I'm not eating chicken. We have chicken every day of the week, but...
We do have chicken literally every day. This is special treat day.
Oh my God. That could actually rival the picanha in flavour. Give it a try, Leslie. Tell me what you think.
It's good. I'm still with the picanha though.
Yeah, I kind of am. But isn't it good? Isn't it juicy?
It is very moist.
You don't allow me to use that word.
It's not a good word.
It's a great word.
Only if you're talking about this kind of pork.
Okay, who else watching this thinks moist is a great word? Please put a like and subscribe in the comments if you agree.
Terrible word.
I love it. Man, this is definitely, what would you guys say? Well done?
Medium well, I think.
The flavour's great. It's just overdone. Like, you shouldn't eat well done. I'm sorry. There are people that like it. I'm just not one of those people.
Well, to be fair, usually at these places they ask you what temperature you'd like, and
he
they
has
have a
been,
couple
and he has
options.
been every other time apart from this. I think he knew because it's probably all overcooked.
Well, and some people do like well done, but we're not those people.
No, I'm going to stick with the pork for a moment.
Yeah.
So this is the actual ultimate bite. Is that spicy pineapple?
And it is spicy.
It's really good with that beautiful picanha, and then a little splash of their hot sauce. This stuff is like crack. Meat does not get any better than that.
That's one of our favorites. Thank you.
What is this one, sir?
It's a filet mignon wrapped in bacon.
Wow.
Thank you.
And I will take a couple of those if I can.
Yes, of course. Good.
Fantastic, thank you.
No.
No.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This man knows us too well. So for those of you in England, a filet mignon is the prime cut of meat over here in the US. Leslie, why don't you cut in and tell us what it's...
It's wrapped in bacon, streaky bacon for the Brits. So again, it's maybe cooked a little bit more than we would typically go with.
Yeah, it's not cutting like a filet mignon, right?
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced it is actually filet, because it should be that center tenderloin cut. It's delicious though. You definitely get the smoky bacon flavor.
All right, so I'm definitely a little bit suspicious about this. Just the way you were cutting it. It doesn't cut like a filet mignon, but it is. I mean, look at the juices. It is actually perfectly cooked. That's right.
Well, yours is actually cooked a bit more medium rare than mine. So there's some inconsistency.
It actually is a filet mignon. That is delicious. When you bite into it, there is no mistaking the flavor.
See, and that's where I think the inconsistency comes in, because mine is really kind of more medallions put in together. It's not a whole...
Let's try again. I've just cut into it again, and no, this is just one chunk of meat.
Yeah.
So
I think that is maybe where a difference might come in, that there's deliciousness, but maybe not as much consistency.
I'd agree with that. So in England, we've got a thing they say, who ate all the pies? Well, here it's who ate all the picanha, and it's gonna be me. Look at this. And it's so consistent every time. That is just, if you can see that, that is perfect. Thank you so much. Are you having one, babe?
Yes, please. Thank you.
And can I have like one from the top too? Yeah. It's a bit rarer than I'd normally like it, but it looks so good.
May I have one more as well, please?
Sure.
Oh, yes, perfect. Whichever. Yes, thank you.
That's great.
That looks
Thank
amazing.
you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's so quiet in here, but it's so good.
But it's a Tuesday.
It is a random Tuesday
5:41.
at 5:41. We are, hold on, have we turned into those early bird people?
I think so. I think we're officially early bird eaters.
Uh-oh.
But to be fair, we skipped lunch, so that's our excuse. That it's what do we call it, dinner or
I'll buy that.
dunch?
It's got nothing to do with us getting old, right?
Maybe both. I think it's we're retired, so we have flex time, so we can, instead of like having to eat lunch in an office, we get to kind of space out the eating through the day.
And I think you get in at the freshest time too, right? Because they open at what time? 4 o'clock? 4:30?
4 o'clock, yeah. And we got here about 4:30.
Okay. I think that was a good time. Good
But
choice,
I mean, let me tell you, when all you've had was a little bit of oatmeal at 9 o'clock this morning, by 4:30, you're ready.
Times are tough, right? So, as you can see, I turned this to red, and Leslie and I were just sitting here having a quiet drink, and then he came along with the fattest slab of garlic steak. Can you see this fat slab here? And look, the juices, I'm not even touching it, and the juices are pulling off. I am so weak-willed.
Yeah, you are, babe.
Oh my gosh, look at that. It's more medium than medium rare, but the way it cut, you can tell it's going to be so juicy. If we're going to kiss later, you really need to eat some of this. There's so much garlic on this, and it's delicious. But this is my last bit of steak tonight. And
Famous last words.
no, it is. And then we're going for some dessert. I'm shaking. It's not the white flag, it's the red flag. I'm done. Like,
Me too.
so much meat coma territory. However, what about dessert, babe? What are you thinking?
So our server, who is actually the owner's daughter, and she was just telling us they've been open here for 15 years this July, which I think is fantastic. Completely family restaurant. Mom and dad own it, kind of run the thing. She's in front serving, which I love that about this place. Anyway, she was saying their signature dessert is actually grilled pineapple. You can get it as a half pineapple or a whole pineapple. And it has like caramelized sugar and cinnamon and everything on it. And that sounds amazing. Now it's 20 minutes lead notice because they grill it to order. So tonight we won't be having that. But I'm thinking maybe we just go and have a bit more of that spicy pineapple and plantains for dessert.
Bananas.
Will you stop? Plantains are not bananas.
Who else thinks that plantains are bananas?
Anyone who's never eaten them.
I bet all the Brits do. So,
That
I
just
think
shows
though,
how much you know.
but the pineapple is chilled, it's spicy. I think that might be a good call. Should we have some of that?
Let's go ahead and have buffet pineapple, and next time we come here, we'll have the hot pineapple.
Let's do it.
So now to the price. We were expecting $42 because that's their normal price, but we got the actual receipt and it came up as a Tuesday special at $76.96. So that's about $38.46 per person, which is a great deal. Honestly, it's a bargain. And those of you coming at me, I know that's not exactly halfway, but something like that, 38 and change. Yeah, so that is way cheaper than going to Texas de Brazil or Fogo de Chao, which runs about $60 to $65 per person, unless you do the salad bar only, which is about $30.
Who on earth would do the salad bar only? Freak.
That's
You're
my favorite.
a freak. Right, let's go over all this outside.
All right.
Oh my goodness. I am absolutely stuffed.
I feel like a snake with a whole pig in its belly.
Oh. You know, I don't even think I can walk back to the car. But you know what? It's a good job I don't have to.
What are you doing, babe?
Jeeves is coming. I can make it there.
Can you? What is it you love most about the Tesla?
Well, after a meal like that, not only do I not feel like walking to the car, I don't even feel like driving it. So I just press a button and it does everything else from there. It's going to take us home. So while it's driving us home, what do we actually think about that? So usually $42 for a meal. It came in at $36 or $37 because it's what they call a Tuesday special. The drinks, how much was the drink? About $12?
$10.
$10.
$10 a piece.
I think value for money, I think that place is fantastic.
And I've got a buzz from that drink too.
And you only had one.
Oh my gosh,
Now-
one was plenty.
I think, is it a Texas Brazil or a Fogo de Chao? Absolutely not. It doesn't have the variety of meats. It doesn't have the variety of salad bar, which I know you absolutely love. But you know what? The meat that they do there is phenomenal. I think apart from that one piece of meat that was slightly overcooked, everything else there was 10 out of 10. The service, for me, our server was fantastic. She was very attentive without being overpowering. She couldn't do enough for you. I love the fact it was a family-run business. And if I was grading that between 1 to 10, that's a serious 9 for me. What are you thinking, Leslie?
So It was good. It was really good. I was a vegetarian for 5 years, so meat is not my driving factor. I love, especially Texas de Brazil has an amazing lobster bisque with a big Parmesan wheel and like fresh little cheese breads. So for me, I would very happily go there and just get the salad bar, and that's not the same here. So for me, is it a good value for price paid? Absolutely. It is cheaper than getting the meat at Texas de Brazil. But given a choice and proximity, I'd probably go to Texas de Brazil or Fogo de Chão for the salad bar.
So the amount of meat we had there, if you were to go into Publix or any of the supermarkets
it's
here
a great
in Florida,
value. It is absolutely a great value. I'm not saying it's not. That's just not my choice for dinner, is not to like gorge myself on meat. I would rather gorge myself on the vegetables.
Fair enough. So I guess that just about sums this one up. Leslie, marks out of 10. You didn't do that in the last segment.
I would probably say 7 out of 10.
And mine
for
was a 9. So we're settling on probably an average of an 8 out of 10. But you know what, guys? If you're in Florida, especially if you're over this side of the pond and this side of the coast, first of all, come and say hello. Secondly, definitely give it a try and let us know what you think.
And I mean, the server was fantastic. It's family business, so you can't go wrong with that. And the price was great. The prices were great. So definitely recommend it.
All right. Well, until next time, guys, thanks ever so much. Like, subscribe, click the bell, do all the usual things, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.